When I see something broad daylight and they make sure you dead, and they'll do whatever, anytime, any place, on the highway, in public, not caring who's seeing, it always look like it's money involved.
I agree with that.
When I seen the highway shit, like the highway shit is like it makes it look like it's deeper than hate. It makes it look like it's like a real, it has to be monetary. But like when I see Get Money Lil Ronnie, it looks like it was money involved. You shooting at somebody, you go back to the car, then you come back to make sure they dead. It makes it look like it's money involved.
Man, going back to Yellow, I was wanting to ask you about the whole situation with, do you think, you know, and this is, when he came on your show, you did an interview with him, and he like, Boosie know what he done, you know, and it kind of, and I started thinking back to this murder for hire and all this stuff, and I know you and him both was in California at the time, but he got real touchy about that. Boosie knew, and we can meet up, and it got real touchy there for a second. Like, thinking back to that, what do you think? Do you honestly and truly feel like Yella had nothing to do with this, or do you know if he had anything to do with this? You see what I'm saying? I gotta ask you the hard question, Shawn.
Man, I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. If he did, was he wrong? I don't think I seen a Facebook post saying that he was really just defending himself. I mean, this guy was shot multiple times as well. Was he wrong? You know, it depends on who you ask, but do I think he had anything to do with it? I mean, from the people I asked, it was over a girl. I don't know. It was when I asked Rain said, I don't know. Like, I really do not know.
You asked him why he didn't apologize in your interview with him. Why he didn't apologize to the family, or he didn't. You asked him that. I watched the video last night.
What did he say?
He said he kind of left it blanket. He didn't, he felt like he didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? He felt like he didn't have no reason to, you know what I'm saying, to have condolences behind it.
When I look at it, it's the same thing when I look at the Get Money Lil Ronnie situation. When I see something broad daylight and they make sure you dead, and they'll do whatever, anytime, any place, on the highway, in public, not caring who's seeing, it always look like it's money involved.
I agree with that.
When I seen the highway shit, like the highway shit is like it makes it look like it's deeper than hate. It makes it look like it's like a real, it has to be monetary. But like when I see Get Money Lil Ronnie, it looks like it was money involved. You shooting at somebody, you go back to the car, then you come back to make sure they dead. It makes it look like it's money involved.
Do you think that this will go to trial with the Yellow thing? You think because Keywan White is speaking out from prison, he's interviewing like he's out here in the free world?
He's giving mixed signals though.
He's giving I think that one interview was very early on. I think that they had already did that. The last one where he went live, I think, was really the perception of who he is now.
But what is he's talking like he's not gonna testify?
Say get his suit ready. No, he said get his suit ready. That's what he said. Get his suit ready, and you get his suit ready. He coming to go to trial. He said he gonna be rich. He's saying a lot of mix, but he's just saying things that you can't perceive if what he's trying to do. But he denies it at one point. Looks as if he didn't do it, but he knows about what's happening. And when he get on the stand, it's just a lot of mixed signals to me.
I mean, when they reduced his bail, when they reduced Yella's bond, a lot of people think that he's gonna get off because you don't really see that on the capital murder case.
That's what I've heard.
So a lot of people feel like this is a weak case. They feel like it's hard for the shooter to testify because of the shooter's character and his what he's been through and his, So
in order for him to get off, In order for him to get off, he got to go to trial. And if he goes to trial, do you think we may get to see a Say Cheese interview in that thing, or do you think it's gonna be some music played? You know, I'm just thinking
like
about
what you mean with Yella.
Like, yeah, with just the whole thing
as evidence.
Podcasts coming on because they bringing podcasters on the court cases now, and what people they asking for footage. Even No Jumper just went through that with what loose cannon, information. Like they may it's public information anyway.
Oh, so you think they may bring me up there to testify?
I don't know if they're bringing to testify, but they want that visual footage. They made to influence the. If you ever been in a trial, a jury trial, and I can tell you, they'll bring whatever to try to get the conviction. The DA,
I seen that YNW Melly on.
Let me tell you something. The DA wants to get a conviction, and they want to be a senator or they want to be a judge, and they not playing when they bring you in there. They really seriously wanting to try to move to the next level. That's why I don't think it's as easy as you might think. Being one that's understanding of it, you understand? It's not going to be easy. And they'll lie. They don't care. They'll do whatever to get the conviction, bro.
Do you think he's cooked?
I ain't gonna say that because it could be shaky, and if it's the people's choice, you don't never know what the people gonna say.
Yeah.
I wouldn't throw myself on the mercy of the judge like Young Thug did.
Yeah.
I leave it up to the people because if there's any doubt, the people can say, I'm not going to give this man life or nothing like that.
Okay, question.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
Question. Can you be tried for the same thing twice?
No.
Okay. So he goes up for this trial, right? A boy come up there and, recant his statement or throw the whole thing off. Okay, well, you can't persecute him again. He gets off. You see what I'm saying? So could this, hypothetically speaking, this is just my mind because I watch too many crime movies going, could he be coming up here and doing this just to get off where he can't get tried again?
That's a good question.
I have no
You
idea.
understand what I mean?
No, I get you.
Because then he wouldn't have to look over his back anymore.
Yeah.
For the cops to be coming after him or being arrested again, if he gets off and because they can't come at him again about this.
If Yella gets off, his career is going to have a resurgence.
That's right. I thought that he should do music right now. I just seen him. I posted it. He was in Arizona. It did numbers. Like he was just in Arizona, and he's it's going. I'll be putting some music out. Like he's straight back to business, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He should drop new music.
I think so. I told OG that on my review. I said he should be dropping right now. It's just the way the game go. When you hustling, if you get busted, you a dope dealer. I can tell you, you don't stop selling drugs. You sell more.
That was his first mistake.
Yes.
Though. That was his first mistake, and I told him in the interview when Mo3.
I heard that
when Mo3 passed, it's like, bro, you went gone for like 3 years, which is kind of like
you hurt.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know.